Red VTV following Saints 24 points to 20 defeat here on Sunday afternoon at Wakefield. Disappointment all round.
Yeah, definitely.
You're allowed to be miserable on
this one. I can be miserable on this one. I'm not sure we technically deserved much out of that game. We had our chances to win it.
You say that, but
no, I don't think we were clever enough. I tweeted during the game that there was some dumb rugby there. We had the chances to win it, and by all means, yeah, we could have come away with the win. But on balance, I don't think you can argue that it has actually gone for Wakefield today.
We opened up like a house on fire. And scoring on that first set, you thought everything was going to go perfectly well. 6 points to the good, and all of a sudden you're on a roll early on. And then we collapsed, didn't we?
Yeah,
to go 22-6 down, dug ourselves a hole, and it was all of our own doing.
Yeah, defensively we were poor. We just had a massive period there where we were really, really poor in defence, and it's unheard of at the minute for Saints. It was bad.
You could say we've lost today on the basis of a really bad 20-minute spell.
Yeah, definitely.
A couple of uncharacteristic errors from Mark Percival spilling the ball, and Wakefield have gone down the other end and scored 2 tries off it. Yeah. That said, after that bad 20 minutes, we recovered pretty well. We got back in the game, got a try on the stroke of half time.
And I thought that was going to be crucial, that try on the stroke of half time. I thought that was going to be the catalyst for us to go on and sneak the game. At no point did I think we were going to run away with it.
I didn't think we were going to lose.
No, but yeah, that's it. That's where I'm saying. I can't really argue with Wakey winning that game, but it could have gone either way. It could have been that we're stood here describing the Saints 26-24 victory, and you couldn't have argued with that either.
Refereeing decisions, there was a couple in that second half. There was one occasion the ball goes loose on the right hand side, Richardson races away, he throws the ball back inside to Ryan Morgan, who would have had the try line begging. He gets taken before the ball arrives. You get a penalty. Surely 10 minutes in the bin. Professional foul.
I thought it was a professional foul. That's what the yellow cards are.
And then there's another one. Saints make a break. Johnny Lomax, line begging, he's going over, absolute certainty to score. Gets clubbed round the head. Yeah, he gets 10 minutes, but the try chance is gone.
Listen, I hate bagging refs because they're doing.
I'll bag him.
Well, no. Look, listen to it. This is a
Both
job.
Sides.
This is a job that I wouldn't like to do. However, when referees are picked, it should be based on ability and fitness. And today, I'm not entirely sure he has shown either. His aptitude, his decision making, especially towards the end of that second half, when Lomax was taken out, really needs to be called into question. There was a kick as well that went through. Grix made a right hash of it, knocked it on right in front of us, and it was play on. It literally hit his arm as he fell over onto the ball, and it was play on. And he's not quick.
He's too far away from play all the time.
He doesn't like running.
You look at him, he can't keep up with play.
No, he doesn't. He can't. I'm in a better shape than him, and that's round. Yeah, you can judge that if you want, but I'm in better shape than him.
Athletic. We are.
Fat left with a capital F. Silent F.
Do you know what I said? This might sound like we're bagging him post-game, but do you know what? I bagged him as the game kicked off. I've seen the name on the team sheet, and we've had him too many times, and it's the same thing throughout. Well, he's simply not good enough.
I tweeted that he'd pissed a fatness test rather than passed a fitness test, because that's what it looked like today. It's terrible because you see some of the refs, and they're not in that state. They can keep up with play. I mean, I think back to even like Thierry Alibert. He was dreadful. He couldn't even count to 6. But I tell you what, he could keep up with play, and if that's the bare minimum, then he's not doing that.
You can see the players get frustrated with it as well, can't you? And that's caused Mark Percival to spend the last couple of minutes in the sin bin because he put the kick through and was pulled back. The referees missed it, and so was the touch judge. And
it's right next to the touch judge. But that said, and I know it's easy for us to say, you shouldn't lose your heads. And it seemed like, especially in the first half, we'd concede a penalty, and then they'd score a try. And it's the old adage. And
here's one for you: this season, last season, in the next 2 years, will you see another player with the ball trying to play it on the try line getting mauled with and when he tries to push the players off to get a free hand to play the ball, get a penalty given against him. There's a short answer on this one.
The Louis one?
Yeah.
Well, no.
There you go.
No.
Saints would have scored. They were all over Wakefield at that point and would have scored, and the chance went.
Yeah, and again, I don't know. I'm lost for words on that. I'm even more lost for words on that performance than I was after the Castleford playoff game last year.
Positives.
Yeah.
We conceded too many points in a 20-minute bad spell.
Yeah.
Every side in Super League is going to be capable of putting a bad 20-minute spell in. The way we managed to force our way back into the game after that was encouraging. We managed to solve it. We didn't concede second half. We just left ourselves slightly with too much to do. With the players we had missing, obviously James Roby, Alex Walmsley, James Roby, a massive loss. Matty Smith did the first 20 minutes. And then went off for Theo Fars and the play sped up. I think we look better.
Yeah, I think we look better. We look more dynamic with Theo in at 9 rather than Matty.
And you know what, Matty's been good the last couple of weeks as well.
Listen, Matty can still do a job there, but I think Theo looked more dynamic, and you'd expect that. You would expect that from him. He's a quicker player. I'm not saying Matty did anything wrong, but it was just one of them that Theo kind of sped the play up, got involved a little bit more. I mean, it's not really another thing that we were chatting about on the terraces was the leadership, because all right, captaincy has gone back to John Wilkin for at least today, but then John Wilkin goes off the pitch, so who then becomes your captain? And it looked like Tommy Makinson was chatting to the referee, Ben Barber was chatting to the referee. So who was it? Was that an issue? It probably wasn't, but when you stood on the touchline trying to watch it, then you might start thinking, well, hang on a minute, who's leading this here? To be honest, if he's on the pitch, I'd give it to Theo. He's the French captain, so why couldn't he captain us from hooker? Or just make your hooker captain. You're always going to have a hooker on the pitch. So Matty Smith has been captain before. Theo Farge has been captain before. Just rotate it between them two. It doesn't really matter. It's a ceremonial title more than anything, but just have that leader on the pitch. Listen,
you look at it overall. It's 9 wins from 11. The next 4 or 5 fixtures should be all games we should win. Do you know what? You put yourself in that position with enough points on the board that you get games where it won't go right for you and you lose it. The bigger picture is being in that top 2 at the end of the season. We didn't win today. We're not going to go all season without losing another couple.
Yeah.
They come and go. The important part is being consistent the rest of the time.
Absolutely.
Huddersfield next Friday.
And that's it. I think
back on the horse.
Today's consistency is a good word, and we weren't consistent enough to grind out that win today, which has obviously ultimately led to us coming away disappointed. And that's why, and it sounds like a mixed message, but that's why I'm saying that I can't argue with Wakefield winning that game.
But we had enough chances.
But we had enough chances to win it. Yeah. So, sounds mixed, but it's the best I can give you. 10 minutes after walking out of that game and fuming with Gareth Ewan for most of the second half.
Oh well, we move on. We will see you next week. We'll do the preview show during the week before the Huddersfield game, and we'll see you next Friday night for another instant fan reaction on Red V TV.